Hi guys, Mr. Gillen here, and we're now going to look at significant figures. A significant figure is a digit in a number that gives you information about the number's size. If you think of the word significant, it means important. If something's significant to you, then it has importance to you. That's the way to remember it. We identify significant figures from left to right. So the most significant figures will be furthest left in a number. If we have a quick look at this number here, we've got 6,390,275.81. So if we look at the first significant figure, that's going to be the 6. What is that telling us? Well, that's telling us that in this number, first sig fig, which is a 6, this number has got 6 million. If you look at the second most significant figure, that's going to be this 3. It's telling us that in this number, we have 300,000. And so on. The 9, the third most significant figure, and that would tell us that we've got 90,000. The 0 is the fourth most significant figure. 2 is the fifth, and so on. Okay, let's look at some examples then. So we want to round the number 1,872.54 to, first of all, one significant figure. First thing that I am always going to do with these is I'm going to write the number down again. So 1872.54. It's asking me in the question to round to the one significant figure. So the most significant figure in this case, or the first significant figure, is the 1, which we'll highlight. And it is asking me to round it, so put a wee dotted line. The 8 is the number that is going to affect the rounding. We should know from previous lessons and previous knowledge the rules for rounding. If not, we'll go over them quickly. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The number stays the same. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you round up. So in this case, the 8 is going to make the 1 round up. So this number to one significant figure is going to be 2,000. For number 2, the question is asking me to round to 2 significant figures. So again, the first thing that I am going to do is write the number down, 1872.54. I'm going to identify my second significant figure, or the second most significant figure, which in this case is going to be the 8, which means that it's going to be the 7 this time. That is going to affect the rounding. Again, I'm thinking of my rules of rounding. 0 to 4 stays as it is. 5 to 9, it gets rounded up. So that 7 is going to round the 8 up to 9. So rounded to 2 significant figures, that number is going to be 1,900. Number 3 is asking me to round the number to 3 significant figures. So again, make sure you are writing out the number to start with. Identify the third significant figure. In this case, it's going to be the 7. And we'll highlight it as well. The number next to it is the 2. So the 2 is what's going to affect the rounding. My rules for rounding, 0 to 4 stays as it is. So the 7 is going to stay the same. And we're left with 1870 rounded to 3 significant figures. Okay, moving on. This time we are looking to round 0.4092. And before we do anything, want to make a wee quick note here for a new rule. And what that rule is going to say is zeros at the start of a number do not have significance. Okay. So in this case, with the number 0.4092, the most significant figure in this case is going to be the 4. What we can also note down is that zeros in the middle of a number do have significance. It means that this 0 here in the middle of the number has got importance. It has a significance. So that is a rule you're going to have to remember. Zeros at the start of a number do not have significance. Zeros in the middle of a number do have significance. So let's keep that in mind, and we will have a look at example 4. I'm not going to change anything about how I start this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write out my number. It's asking me for one significant figure, so I'm going to highlight or identify my first significant figure, which in this case is my 4. And that will mean that it's the 0 which is going to affect the rounding. 0 to 4 stays the same. So rounding this number to one significant figure is going to be 0.4. For number 5, we are looking to round 0.4092. Two significant figures. So again, I'm not changing anything about any of this process. You'll notice it's always the same regardless. Identify the correct number. I'm going to highlight it. Draw a wee dotted line so that you know what number is going to affect the rounding. In this case, it's going to be the 9. 9 is going to make 0 become 1. So rounded to two significant figures, it is going to be 0.41. For number 6, we are asked for 3 significant figures. So we'll get that number written down again, 0.4092. You'll identify the third significant figure. Remember that zeros at the start don't have significance. So the third significant figure is the 9. Which means that when I draw my dotted line, the number that's going to have an impact on the rounding is going to be the 2. So when that happens, the 2 is going to make the 9 stay the same. So rounded to 3 significant figures, we're going to have 0.409. And that is us covered significant figures. This tends to be a topic that will appear throughout the course. Quite often when you start to do past paper questions, you will see that it asks you to give your answer to a certain number of significant figures. So it is a very good skill that will continuously appear, and it's where pupils can sometimes drop marks in exam questions, so you need to make sure you're nice and sharp with it. This is Mr. Gillen signing off. Speak to you all soon.